been a minute since I made a video. I've kind of been just not checked out, but watching. I've been sitting back and watching. As we all know, the election is over now. I know all the litigation, the legal stuff. He still got a chance. He still has a chance to flip it. He still has a chance to flip this election. Yeah, no. President Donald Trump lost the 2020 election, and vote certifications are coming up now. The Electoral College meets next month. This ended up being the 2020 election map. Now, everything that happened during this election this has been one of the most exhausting. This is like more exhausting than the last one. Trump has seemingly just kind of disappeared. You know, I mean, he's still on Twitter, but he's not. There's no rallies. There's no constant press conferences. No answering media questions. Nothing. He's basically just disappeared. The last time we saw him was last week when he did. He talked during this update on the vaccine update. And then before that, it was the early Wednesday morning after the election. Those were the last two times we saw him publicly speak. And the other times we've seen him, he's just been playing golf. But he's just seemingly given up. Like, not in the sense of he's given up, quote unquote, fighting this election result, but just giving up being president. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, he's just disappeared. They said today he didn't even attend the G20 summit, which is a very important summit with world leadership. They're talking about the virus. The virus is out of control right now. Like, it's completely out of control. And this man is just disappeared. The only time you're ever going to see him say anything is on Twitter. And it's just screaming, I won, guys. I won. We won big. We won big, the election. It's fake. They all think it's all fake. Keep counting the ballots. Stop counting the ballots over here. We need to stop counting ballots. But you need to keep counting these ballots. That's what his Twitter feed has looked like for the last 3 weeks, bruh. And he's just become just this thing in the corner that's just making noise. And what is happening is, guys, he's gaslighting his followers, because his followers are so distraught that they couldn't possibly think that this man could lose. Like, it was just unthinkable. Okay. And to be completely honest, if this coronavirus, the COVID-19 outbreak had not happened, he would have probably cruised to victory. And, in the summer, I call it the summer of rage, but the protest, the George Floyd, the Black Lives Matter protest during the summer, if that hadn't have happened, and if the COVID-19 outbreak hadn't happened, this man would have just cruised to re-election. But that didn't happen. And you had people building up saying, Tim Pool, of all people, saying he was going to win 49 out of 50 states, including California and New York. I'm like, those people are now looking absolutely stupid, because they sat here and they keep gaslighting you guys. If you're a Trump supporter, you're being gaslighted, because they're leading. They know, when they know there's no chance of anything happening, but they keep leading you down this path and keep telling you, hey, it's possible, guys. It's possible, guys. That right there is just that's gaslighting. And his strategy right now is basically holding on to his base. He has to put up the image of fighting, and like he's fighting back, and like he's not going to let this happen, you know. But in reality, he knows that there's nothing really he can do, you know. But he's most likely going to either do a television network or whatever, something in that sort, to take on Fox, maybe, Trump TV, Trump News Network, whatever. Or he's going to run in 2024. The 2024 thing, I think, is one of the most likely things that he will do at this point, which is why he's constantly doing all this. He's not giving up. He's portraying himself as a fighter. He's continuing to fight. That's what he's doing right now. But other than that, this man is I don't know. It just feels like he's given up. Like he's not even trying to act like he's president anymore. I mean, he wants to be president, but at the same time, he's not doing anything. there was reports that he almost started a war with Iran. Whether you believe that or not, I tend to maybe believe it, but since the media they never name their sources. I mean, you don't always have to name them, but at least sometimes name them. It seems logical that like from what he's done in the past, that he would do something just to spite somebody else, which is why he's holding up the whole transition right now, because he just wants to spite them because they did the same thing to him back in 2016. Not holding up a transition, but like pretending he won because of Vladimir Putin or something like that. Or the whole Russiagate. Remember Russiagate? Oh my gosh. That's what this is. This is feeling like Russiagate with the whole voter fraud, and then Hugo Chavez's voting machine. Hugo Chavez is dead. Rudy Giuliani and Susan Powell are talking about this man like he's alive. This man died in 2013, and but apparently his voting machines that we've already been using are now all of a sudden they're flipping votes and doing this and doing, and it's just like, bruh, this sounds exactly like Rachel Maddow sitting on her nightly TV show, connecting the dots from Vladimir Putin to Donald Trump Jr. to whoever else in Donald Trump's circle, just connecting these dots and saying, this is how this happened. And they could have had the potential to maybe probably hack some of the election machines, right? So we need to investigate this, and we need to do this, and we need to just connecting dots to nothing. That's what they're doing. That's what this feels like. And in turn, Trump is just giving up. There's nothing the man can do. And that's pretty much how it's been. Like, it's absolutely just tiring at this point. And I know Biden, I'm gonna have to make a separate video about Biden and these goons that he's trying to put in his cabinet, which is expected, because I mean he's a corporatist. He's a corporatist. He's putting the same type of Wall Street people, but just more colorful and diverse, as Trump put in his cabinet. Trump put all these Wall Street and venture capitalist people in his cabinet, and Biden's doing the exact same thing. But he's just add a few more, sprinkle of black here and a sprinkle of Latino here, and a few more women. That's it. And so, but that's a video for another day. But guys, this is just. We cannot have every election be contested like this. Like, oh, well, now we're going to have to investigate for 5 years because we think that this side won because of some mysterious force. Oh, now no. Okay, now they won. Now we got to investigate because they won because of a mysterious force. Last time it was Russia. This time it's voter fraud and Hugo Chavez in Venezuela. Next time, it's probably going to be China and Iran. Time after that, maybe we'll even throw Canada in there. Maybe Mexico and Canada did something, So I don't know. But we cannot have this go on every single election. Just have these leadership, the people in leadership gaslighting their bases. Because that's further dividing the country. That's furthering the divide in the country. This constant making everything seem like an existential threat. How about you put good policy into place? Good policy is the healer of everything. That's how you cool the temperature down, is by putting into place good policy. Good policy that actually tangibly helps people, not some vague platitude filled symbolism win. That's not gonna work anymore. So Trump, he's just giving up. That's what it feels like. It feels like the man's just giving up, and he's just going out swinging at everything. The wall, he's just losing his mind right now. He's just swinging and punching and kicking and just everything right now. But he's doing it on Twitter, not anywhere. Probably inside the White House. But look, this has been a crazy election. I hope the next one doesn't have to be some contested, like the other side won because of China. Like, I'm not doing that. We can't do this every single time, guys. We can't do this every single time. The Democrats almost lost. They did. They lost seats in the House, and probably, I don't even know if they're going to hold on to the Senate. Barely won the presidency. So there can't be, like, after all that big talk and after all, no, you can't. You got to do something different this time. Actually have actual policies, actual real good policies, not this corporate stuff. Okay. because you almost lost again to Donald Trump. So, and Trump himself, the new populist right, there's going to be a war within the Republican Party because populism is the way forward. And both side people on both sides are realizing that, but the establishment on both sides is still hesitant to step forward with that foot. They still are holding on to the old days, and eventually the people are going to soundly reject the old days. Soundly. Without you did it, you thought it was bad in 2016, soundly rejecting? No, it'll be worse. Okay, so populist good policy. That's what I say. And Trump, man, do something. At least push for a stimulus. Do just something. Don't just sit here. Stuff is about to run out. Steve Mnuchin said they're not even going to try to extend the student loan payment pause. They're not even going to try to extend this. He said, "Yeah, we're not. I decline. Trump, I just please. They put more sanctions on Iran, and just, gosh, man, just guys, come on, man." Do something. Save. If you want to win again, you better do something. You got to realize that people are going to remember, especially near the end, with all the eyes on everything right now. People are going to remember this. So if you want to win again, Trump, you need to do something. You can't just sit here on your hands and cry. We can't do this. We can't waste all your energy on voter fraud for 35 hours straight. You need to actually do something. So, hey, that just saying. But yeah, it's been a crazy election. Hopefully we can move forward, and if after a while things maybe calm down, because if it's going to be like this for the next 3 years again, bro, I think I'm gonna have to hop over the border. I think I'm gonna have to go to Canada if it's gonna be this bad. And I'm not talking about leaving because of one candidate. No, because I can't take this exhausting atmosphere. I think a lot of people cannot just can't take this constant war. Like, maybe we do need to have a civil war. YouTube, please don't take my video down for saying that. Maybe we do need to just get everybody, just get it out, and then go home. But nah, I don't feel like having a civil war. I don't think a lot of people don't feel like having a civil war. But what do you think about this, guys? I think he's given up and will not quietly, but eventually just kind of disappear for a minute and then pop back up. Or maybe just hold rallies for the next 3 years. You never know. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, whenever do it, have to do it, wherever do it, just do it. Sorry this video was all over the place, but I had to make something. I'm out. Peace.